Hey guys, welcome to my Geek Talk. Today we are going to discuss the new Rebels Season 3 trailer, but today I'm going to do it a little bit different. I'm doing it as a live stream. I've already watched it. This is not a reaction. If you're looking for a reaction channel, I can recommend some others in the comments, but this is just a analysis of the trailer itself, so you should probably watch the trailer first and then come back here to watch it. So yeah, let's get right into it. Let's look at the trailer. Of course, we start off with the Lucasfilm Opening, which is, of course, right here we have Kanan saying battle leave scars. I mean, we get our first look at his new look. He's got a beard now, and he's still sporting the mask. It's a very huge mask. Not sure if I'm a big fan of the mask. I was hoping it was going to be a little bit more slender like we saw at the end of Season 2. Oh, just a little prerequisite for the video. I, as a fan of Star Wars in terms of Rebels, I enjoyed Season 1. Quite a bit. It progressed for me throughout that season, and it really culminated in that finale, which I enjoyed a lot. Season 2, I kind of tapered off. I kind of liked it less. I felt there was a lot of filler episodes. I felt like there wasn't a lot going on. If you want to see more in-depth reviews, I have reviews for Rebel Season 1 and Rebel Season 2. And Rebel Season 3, I am definitely looking forward to because of what we had going on before. But yeah, like I said, not a fan of the mask. Wish it was a little bit more thin. And then what I am most interested in, oh no, I want to see your eyes, Ezra. Sorry, I try to get that at a good place, but I'm really looking forward to Ezra and what he's going to be doing. Especially, like, I know some people were like kind of going about his haircut, but I actually like his haircut quite a bit. I like that I don't know if they're going for this specifically, but he's getting a very Starkiller vibe right now with the crew cut and, you know, the dark side antics. So I like that a lot. And then this right here, we got him like just wrecking house with these stormtroopers, which is insane. I mean, he's always been kind of like aggressive and acrobatic and all that kind of stuff. But like, I mean, and for those lightsaber combat people out there, yes, it's probably definitely Ataru for sure. It's got everything about Ataru. You got the acrobatics, you got the aggressive nature, you got the blitzkrieg. So that's all good. And I really am interested to see how his style develops with his dark side antics, basically. Let's continue. And that too, like, you know, he's integrating his kicks was very Ataru. You got like the little Neiman force push in there, pushing slash. And then they're having an argument right now. So like Ezra and Kanan are like they've always been at odds about this, about how to protect their friends and all that stuff. Ezra wants to become more powerful to protect the people that he loves. Kanan's trying to like tell him, hey, don't really do that. You know, that's not the best path to go. I'm wondering if this is Bespin, like this little thing we saw right here. I mean, what else do we know of? This has to be Cloud City, right? But I don't know. Looks like Cloud City to me. I'm not sure what this symbol means. Hold on, let me see if do you guys know what that symbol denotes? I thought this was not Florin. What was the thing, Ahsoka's fake name in Season 1? Fulcrum. I thought it was like a Fulcrum sign, but it could be something else and I'm completely off. Oh, well, we do get our first look at Sabine. She changed her hair yet again, and it's a little bit longer. I actually think this is probably my favorite haircut for Sabine here on the left. I like it a lot. Again, I said I've already liked Ezra and his new cut. I think he looks much more older. Looks a little bit taller. I kind of wish they updated his costume, though. Because, you know, I think his costume needs a little bit of update. Maybe they get it a little bit more gray, at least. You know, not so orangey. I mean, now it's a more muted orange, but, you know. But everybody else looks the same. I mean, well, you know, Kanan, of course, has his big, awesome master beard and his blindfold. And then Sabine looks the same. Chopper's the same. Zeb's the same. Everybody else is the same. Let me, really quickly, let me see what you guys are talking about in the comments, just so I can... well, yeah, I was asking you guys questions about, sorry, technical difficulty for people who are watching this after the stream is over. My audio didn't go, switch over when I switched over my camera. I think I was talking about, yeah, so I was talking about Ahsoka's, symbol. You guys confirmed that I was right in the comments. Oh, also, I read a comment from Zaluk, who said, I am excited for Season 3, but I hope it's not like Season 2 with all the episodes that don't mean anything, and I agreed with you. And I also read some other comments for people who were confirming about the Ahsoka symbol, which I was correct about, so I'm glad I was correct about that. So yeah, okay, cool. Let me go out of the Q&A section. We're going to go back over to the trailer itself. So let's continue this thing. Whoops, my fault. Let me switch over here. Oh yeah, we got Ezra using his nicknames again. I'm wondering how he heard all these names. I mean, Jabba and Wedge make sense because I think at this time Wedge would still be a pretty noteworthy pilot, and Jabba, he's like the most infamous Hutt in the galaxy, so you got that. But I like how he's using his his names, his call signs again. But yeah, he's infiltrating Imperial base with a TIE fighter, so that'd be a cool episode to watch. Oh, sorry, I forgot I can pause. Oh, we got Hondo again. Everybody loves Hondo. No issues there. Ezra's the only one who is happy to see him. Everybody else is like, do we have to save this guy? Requiem Station. Not familiar with this. Ah, it's where they're going to get the Y-Wings. Okay, so when I first watch the trailer, sometimes I don't see everything. I'm seeing this again, so looks like they're finally going to add Y-Wings to their arsenal. Although I thought they had Y-Wings already, if I'm not mistaken. Or was it just A-Wing, or was it just X-Wings and B-Wings? I'm not familiar with that. Let's go back to the Q&A to see what people are saying in the comments. Did they already have Y-Wings in the previous season? I'm not familiar if we did or not. Let's see. People in the comments, what do you say? What say you? Okay, I was right. Yeah, only B-Wings and A-Wings. So yeah, Y-Wings were not in here yet. Y-Wings are a new thing. Yeah, Y-Wings are so Rad Parkour Boy asks, Y-Wings are bomber planes, right? Yes, Y-Wings are starships that are mainly used for bombing missions. They're not very they're not swift or tough like X-Wings. They're not quick like a A-Wing or a B-Wing who are really thin, but they are extremely good at bombing stuff. So they're like the TIE bomber. They're the equivalent of the TIE bomber. Yes, so Luke, I agree. I like Kanan's new look as well. All right, let's get back into the trailer. Alright, cool. So they want to get it because they want to create a strike fleet. And then, okay, so that's good to know that not Ezra, but Kanan still has his lightsaber, which means he might still be doing some battling, which is awesome. I don't know how well he's going to do. I mean, later in the trailer, we're going to see how well he's doing with his blindness. And I previously, in my review of Season 2 finale, I wanted Kanan not to be so good so quickly, especially with the blindness, but I still want him to connect to the Force in a different way. Like, I want him to be powerful in the Force, not through combat, but maybe in just maybe empathy and farsight, because that's all he has. Like, he can't just be as active in combat. But it looks like here they're putting him in combat. He's doing okay, so we'll see how that goes. Also, we get a full look at Ezra's lightsaber here. As we know, he lost his gun, taser, lightsaber hybrid thing. Now he's going full-fledged lightsaber. In the previous clip we saw from the Star Wars show, they have him with his blaster. He's actually using a DL, what's the name of the gun? Han Solo's gun. He's using that same gun with not a blaster, but a saber. And this saber looks kind of cool because it looks like Obi-Wan and Obi-Wan and Luke's lightsaber. So Luke's from Episode 6, Obi-Wan's from Episode 3 and 4. And it's got that look here on the bottom and top, but then they have this little split here, which looks a lot like Anakin's second lightsaber, or even the original lightsaber, with this little slant here going on. So that's kind of cool. Cool look, cool new lightsaber. I'm glad he got a new lightsaber. Glad he has a green lightsaber now as well. I wonder, there was a mention, I can't remember, I think either at the panel or something recently at Star Wars Celebration, they talked about lightsaber colors and what they mean, like that there's meaning to it, except for just like grabbing a crystal, because all the crystals, the kyber crystals, are just opaque, and then they turn color based on like your spirit. There's so much different terminology for, not terminology, but lore behind lightsabers. I don't know which one they're going as canon, because I know within Legends there was a lot of conflicting arguments about what a lightsaber crystal was. Like in the Star Wars Clone Wars micro series, it was about just finding a blue crystal or finding a green crystal, or finding even I think, wait, time out. even the Clone Wars, I believe they did have different, like the Clone Wars, the canon Clone Wars, they had different colors. So I don't know so much about the color meaning. I think he just found a green crystal, but I wonder what they want to, the filmmakers, as a narrative, what they're trying to tell us. Like, what does this mean for Ezra? Going to Legends for that's the only explanation I have, is because that's all I have in my knowledge pool. Green is supposed to mean like guardians, although I never, lightsaber meanings and what they mean to other Jedi hasn't really been like official even in Legends continuity. But one explanation is that green is more for Jedi, no, not Jedi guardians, but Jedi consulars. So that doesn't really make sense for Ezra, because if anything, he's going to become more combat oriented, so that would make sense for a blue lightsaber. So again, that's what I'm saying, like lightsaber meaning and colors, we can't get too much into that because it's kind of BS ultimately, until a canon answer comes out of it. Also, hold on, I don't want to skip Rex, but Rex is back as well. I saw somebody in the comments go like, hey, what about Gregor and Wolf? Like, where are they? I'm like, they're on a much needed vacation. They didn't want to go fight. They wanted to stick around on that planet and hunt those snake things. So yeah, they're good. Let's leave them alone. Oh, battle droids. I missed that on my first viewing. There is, if you guys are reading the Darth Vader comics, there is some comics about Darth Vader actually putting some of these droids to use to be in one of his armies. I don't know if this is going to relate to that at all, because Vader doesn't discover them on Geonosis until much, much later. But this could be something else entirely. And it could, I'm sure Rex is going to have flashbacks about, oh my god, I faced these guys for 3 years and I'm facing them again now. I never thought I would see the day. I'm sure there's a line that's going to come up that's going to be like that. Oh, we got more force powers happening. Nice force jump. Oh yeah, Ezra thinks these are flying stormtroopers, but I think Sabine says no, these are worse. They're Mandalorians who are loyal to the Empire, which I think they're probably different from Death Watch, because Death Watch, well, I mean, they were kind of loyal to the Empire for a bit, but they also were doing their own thing. These guys look a little bit different. They look like they might be just like Imperial-based Mandalorians, so we'll see how that goes. Also, I want to can we get some Boba Fett just so we can see how he integrates with Mandalorians now? Because I know before in the Clone Wars they kind of try to like play off Jango, you know, to be like, oh, he's not one of us, kind of a thing. But what are they saying about, you know, like, what are they saying about Boba Fett? Because especially because on his shoulder pad he has a Mandalorian symbol, so like, let's get some Boba Fett stories, shall we? Oh no, it wasn't Sabine who said that. It was wait, is this this is not Callus, right? Okay, hold on. We're gonna do some Q&A. This guy right here, is he Callus and he just shaved his beard, or is this a new character entirely? Because nah, the bone structure is different. It's not Callus. I don't know. Let's go back to the Q&A. Let's look at except the Q&A is for me to talk to you guys, not the other way around. It's kind of funny. Is this Callus? Do you guys think that's Callus and he shaved his face? Because it looks like he might be feeding information, whoever this is feeding information to the rebels, which would make sense for it to be Callus, because Callus, we saw, was starting to defect from the Empire at the tail end of Season 2. Okay, someone says, no, that is not Callus, it's a new character. Okay, but this person seems to be feeding information to the rebels, so I mean, it would make sense if it was Callus, but obviously it's not, somebody else, so we'll see. Someone said, please do not shave in Star Wars. It's John Cena! Burn, burn, burn. That's what someone said in the comment. That wasn't me. Nah, that's not him. Okay, that's the Mandalorian leader. Oh yes, that was, what's his name? Oh my god, he was in the Kanan comic, and he was in the Concord Dawn episode. Oh, what was his name? Yeah, it's totally the leader. It's the leader of the Mandalorians, the Death Watch. Okay, well, that guy. That's who that is. All right, confirmed. All right, so we're gonna go back to the trailer. All right, let's see. All right, not Callus. It's that's totally the Mandalorian leader. Duh. His nose is way bigger. Oh, so if anything, okay. So what he's probably doing is he's feeding information to our rebels, because, you know, he's a different kind of Mandalorian faction, you know. Mandalorians have always been at odds with each other. That's why there's always a bunch of different subsets, which is cool. I'm glad they're keeping that element to the Mandalorians. So that's cool. We're gonna probably have a little bit more with Sabine. I feel like they were starting to do it a little bit in season 2, and they were kind of promising it. I remember that's the thing I'm not getting overhyped on the promises they give, whether it's the panel or it's the trailers themselves. Because last season, like before season 2, and they had the announcement for that, they were talking a big game for Sabine, like, oh man, she's going to be like this individual, she's going to have all the stuff. I mean, she did have the Blood Sister episode and the Concord Dawn episode, but that was it. Like, and that was kind of thin on its own. But I like that we're having this conversation. I hope it's not just a one-off conversation or a one-off development for Sabine. Like, can we have her develop, like, you know, a little bit each episode? I would hope for that, hopefully. But I do like her new haircut. I like that she changes her hair every time. It's cool for her character. But in particular, man, I cannot pause in this section. But in particular, I like this haircut the most, I think. I like this, like, Eon Flux look she's got going on. You know, Sabine's cool. I like Sabine. She's cool. I mean, she has the potential to be extremely cool. Like, she's just cool at her foundation. She has the ability to be, like, a really cool character. And I hope that they see that. And here we go with Ezra doing his lightsaber skills, which is dope. We got some new droids. So right now, so not Sabine, Hera's like, what are you guys gonna do? He's like, oh, you know, riches and fame, we're gonna look for that. And then like Zeb's like, we're gonna split the treasure, right? And then of course Hondo's like, that's the hilarious joke, we split the treasure, we're not gonna be doing that. Oh yeah, I forget this guy from season 1, I forget his name, but he was in season 1 as well. And that's cool. So they're showing more Rebels characters recurring, and then we got the Clone Wars characters integrating. It's awesome. And then the big reveal, if you guys haven't seen. So of course it starts off with Tarkin going like, what's going on, guys? Because like, okay, here's the thing. Season 2, they promised that the Empire would win a lot more, and they won a little bit more, but not as much as what they were kind of promising in the panel last year. And here, again, we have Tarkin who's like, all right, you know what? You guys are losing too much. Like, what is going on? You guys suck. So a lady's like, hey, we need the best, basically. And the best is about to show up. Need someone who needs to see a bigger picture. And then Cham right now is saying that this new enemy is predicting a lot of our moves, and he's underestimated this person. And we have Grand Admiral Thrawn back in the Star Wars continuity. He was always part of Legends continuity beforehand. Now he's actually canon, which is awesome. And actually, this still fits without conflicting with his stories and in the books, because this takes place before A New Hope. And in the continuity, it was during the time of A New Hope, after the rebellion. Uprising, that he was actually sent by Palpatine to the unknown regions, and that's why we don't see him, during the original trilogy, and then he comes back to be like, hey, what's going on? My hope as well is that, although I haven't read the second book of Aftermath, Life Debt, I hope that the Admiral that was, kind of talked about in the first book happens to be Grand Admiral Thrawn, but I kind of looked it up online and I don't see that happening. That would be a great way of integrating him from Rebels into, Aftermath. That'd be a really good scenario, but of course it's not. But if you guys aren't familiar with Grand Admiral Thrawn, just read the Timothy Zahn, not the Zahn, it's the Heir to the Empire, it's the Thrawn, the Thrawn trilogy is what you want to read. It's a pretty solid trilogy. The writing style is definitely something kind of hard to get through sometimes, but the book itself has Thrawn. But there's also some other ridiculous stuff that I particularly don't like from Legends continuity. I think has some of the more weird stuff that happens. But you can take away just this character and it's fine. But yeah, he's here, so it's good. And I actually knew about this way back in Star Wars Celebration 2015. There was a Thrawn cosplayer there. and he was said, "Hey, I talked to them, and like they said, they're he's coming." And I was like, "Oh, cool! Like, let's see when he comes." And people have been speculating that it'll be right now, season 3. And then, of course, he's really into philosophy. He's really into art. That's how he understands his enemy. He doesn't just like have superior tactics. He has actual. Whoa! I just noticed this right now. Who is this over here? I think it's a man. Oh, you know what? This is probably his research into Sabine, and he's looking at the Mandalorians. Probably the history of the Mandalorians. Which, that'd be cool. Oh, the coolest thing about Thrawn is that he knows pretty much everything about the galaxy and the galaxy's history. So hopefully we'll get some sort of insights into stuff and backstory. So right here, I'm pretty sure it's going to be some backstories about Mandalorians. It would be awesome if they're talking about the Mandalorian Wars. Maybe even get into some Revan. That would be awesome. And all of this can come through Thrawn, and it makes sense because he's so educated. Yeah, I think this stuff right here, this section right here is about Sabine. So we have her symbol that she paints all the time, which is the rebel symbol, of course. We have this, which I think might be about the Mandalorian Wars, which would be awesome. Of course, we have Ezra Bridger and his parents. We have Hera, her family, Cham Syndulla, so he should know about Cham. I'm not sure what these are. This looks like ancient texts of some sort. We have some other ancient stuff over here, but like that's what getting stuff from Thrawn will be awesome. We're gonna get some more history stuff. And they already know who he is and that he's awesome. Okay, so this is what I was talking about earlier about how effective Kanan will be, and he seems like he's gonna be he looks like he's gonna be the same. I don't know. We'll see. Like if it's look Grimace face. We all know that Grimace face means it's difficult. So hopefully I think that's what's going to happen, is that it's more difficult for him to fight. I don't want it to be easy for him, especially with him being blind. But I feel like they might just like, it's going to be easy for him. Hopefully it's not the case. Maul returns, something that I kind of cringe at because I think Maul should be dead. He should not have been returned in Clone Wars, and I'm over his character. But I like that he is influencing Ezra on the dark side path, so that's cool, I guess we can say. But I mean, they could have done it with any kind of other new character that they could have brought up. Someone mentioned that it'd be awesome if that was Mara Jade. Like, let's switch Darth Maul to Mara Jade. She fits in line with that. She's an Imperial agent. I mean, I guess that would conflict because she is an Imperial agent, but I mean, that would be a good double cross. Like, at first we see him, we're thinking, oh, cool, like, she's his mentor to Ezra. She's got dark side tendencies, but, at least she's a mentor. And then we find out later, oh, she's actually been working for the Empire the whole time. So she's like a mole. But, yeah, Maul, man. There's actually, I think, a sequence later on in the trailer where Maul gets straight up kicked down by Ezra. Like, they just... Poor Maul. Just poor Maul. Okay, so we have a Sith spirit, I think. They're definitely at a Sith temple. I don't know what this spirit is, though. What is the spirit? I don't know. I'd like to know. Oh, cool. Oh, he's fighting an evil Kanan. So I don't know if that's actually Kanan who's possessed by a Sith spirit. Quite possible. Or if it's just a fake Kanan entirely. I'm pretty sure this is actually Kanan. He's being possessed by a Sith spirit of some sort. So cool. We get a fight. We get more lightsaber fights, I guess, between Maul and Kanan. Yay. This is cool, though. I like that they're integrating the two holocrons there, so they're getting some new knowledge. So they're having a balance of the Force. Now, there's a whole conversation that we can have about the balance of the Force and what it means. I think it's really based on interpretation. Like, I think balance of the Force is a different interpretation to the Jedi than it is to the Sith. I actually expect to do a Geek Talk video at some point, like just a dedicated Geek Talk video about what the balance of the Force means. Probably for Legends continuity, because there isn't that much yet about in the canon about what it means and how there's conflicting reports about it within the continuity. But this is cool to see, like, the integration of the Sith and the Jedi holocron. See what kind of new information comes about. I mean, at the end of the trailer, we do have Ezra's voiceover about, oh, this is the way to defeat the Sith. So I don't know what that's going to be, but interesting. Ooh, what is he holding there? I don't know what Kanan's holding. He's holding a staff of some sort. Oh, I wonder if this is Thrawn. Okay, so this is a character who was like really just in Legends continuity. He is a Legends character. I forget what comic. I think he's from Dawn of the Jedi, or no, is it Tales of the Jedi? He's either Tales of the Jedi or Dawn of the Jedi. Hold on, let me look it up really quick. He was in Tales of the Jedi. Sorry, he was in Tales of the Jedi. This big force creature thing. Well, actually, the cool thing about him is that he always says that you can't. It's not enough to know just the light. It's about knowing the tensions between the two sides of the force. So that might play into this year's theme. Like maybe the first season was about the light side, second season was about the dark side, and this might be about the light and the dark side and knowing both elements. So that would be cool. It's cool that they're bringing a very, very, very obscure expanded universe character to the continuity. Thrawn. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so someone right there says your anger gives you strength. It sounded like an Inquisitor because it sounded like that mask, raspy voice. So I wonder if there's gonna be more Inquisitors. I mean, we didn't see any Inquisitors, and I kind of hope that the Inquisitors are kind of gone because they didn't do anything with that storyline, and they didn't do that much with them, and they were just useless and stupid. And, but it sounds like an Inquisitor was talking to him, so we'll see who that is. Of course, the Scout Troopers. Love playing as them in Star Wars Battlefront. Those are my favorite character skins for sure. They always look so sleek. It's awesome. I like also Thrawn's voice. I like it because he's very calming and just very calculating. He's like, I will. What does he say? I will rip the rebels apart, piece by piece. Like he's like very peaceful. Like he's not like I'm gonna rip the rebels apart. Like that's like totally not Thrawn. Like he's very like calm and calculating. Okay. God dang it! More Force Spirits. Who are these Force Spirits? I when I first watched this trailer, I paused this like so many times. Who is this? Who is this? It looks like a woman, so it's not a Night Sister. It's definitely some sort of Sith. Female Sith. How many female Siths we know? Zana. Could be Zana. It could be Darth Treya. Who else could it be? Like female Sith. Who else could we say this is? I don't know. Oh hey, Maul meets Hera. I didn't see that when I first watched it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the part where freaking Ezra kicks Maul. Maul is just getting wrecked, man. Like, look at that. Look at that. Just leave Maul dead. Just leave him dead. Why does he have to return? Why? Oh, shoot. We have Kanan getting sucked out into the vacuum of space. Now, here's the thing. In Star Wars, it seems like you can survive being sucked out into the vacuum of space. Though it doesn't make sense in reality because you should pretty much freeze almost instantly and you won't be able to breathe or anything like that. Of course, we're supposed to like look at this and be like, oh my god, Kanan's in danger, but I don't think they're gonna kill off Kanan, at least not in this way, and not like they're not gonna show it like this in the trailer. I don't think. And like I said, people have survived being in space in Star Wars. Okay, so this gets a confirmation. It is Kanan coming out, but again, I don't know if this is actually Kanan who's being corrupted or if it's like a fake Kanan. But yeah, he has been corrupted by the dark side or by these spirits, and he's being possessed, which has happened in Legends before, like Exar Kun's tombs. He possessed Jedi before, so that's totally a thing. And then we got the Darksaber returning. Hold on, go back. So are we gonna see Sabine in some combat, some melee combat? Is she gonna become Mandalore? That'd be a cool art for her becoming Mandalore. That'd be pretty dope. And then let me look at this little hand here. So I know you guys would be like, oh, you talk about Thrawn being right next to Hera. Hold on, where the heck is it? Thrawn's hand. There it is. I can't get it. Can't do it. But there we go. Hand, this is so at some point Thrawn is going to capture Hera, so we'll see how that goes down. And then Kanan is warning him about combining these powers. Though I would think, hey, Kanan, let's see what happens. Like it's not like we're seeing like a completely corrupted Sith holocron. We're getting something new here. We're seeing the combination of two powerful Force dichotomies. Let's see what happens, man. We don't know. Like, you know, it's not going to be completely dark side. It's not going to be completely light side. I am trying. How rude! I am trying to record. We have freaking ambulances just like going across my neighborhood. Come on, guys. But yeah, I would be like, if I was Kanan, I'd be like, hey, let's see how this goes. Like, we've never seen the dark side and light side combined. Let's see what happens. Like, let's just experiment this, you know? Like, it can't be too bad. It's not going to be like just dark side. It's not going to be light side only. It's going to be something, you know, in between. But yeah, that is our trailer, season 3. What are some things that you guys liked about the trailer? What are some questions you might have? We're gonna do that now. Oops, where is my comments? Right over here. Maul and Ezra will fuse, someone says. Yeah, so you getting swatted, somebody says. What if we saw Boba BS? Oh, what if we saw Boba versus Vader fight become canon? That'd be cool, but they didn't show. I don't think they're doing anything with Boba Fett, which is kind of weird. I wonder if that's because they're holding it off for like a novel or something like that. Can we agree that Kallus should join the Rebels in this season? Yes, I think so. That would be cool. Umesh says, I liked Thrawn. So people say they like Thrawn in the comments. Someone says, I actually thought he was going to get swatted. I'm not sure what he's referring to. Oh, wait, someone else said that they think it might be Traya as well. Okay, someone says the Spirit also might be Traya. I thought so too. I don't know how far they're going to go into the Old Republic. They've only gone so far as to Bane in Clone Wars Season 6. Galen Merrick, Ezra theory. Everybody wants to equate Galen Merrick and Starkiller to Ezra. People were saying that first, but Kanan, not Kanan, yeah, everybody is saying that, and that seems to be a plausible thing. Sabine versus Maul would be cool. Where is Darth Vader? Oh, that's a very good question. Where is Darth Vader in this trailer? He's nowhere to be seen. I think I prefer it like that. I think I don't want to see Vader in this season. I don't think he even did that much in the last season. Like, I thought we were going to get a lot more from him. Like, we got him at the very start and the very end. The best thing we got from him was, of course, the Ahsoka confrontation. But, yeah, let's leave Vader out. I heard rumors that Palpatine might be in this season, so maybe we'll see him in that capacity. So maybe the fusion of the Jedi and the Sith holocrons allows Traya to come back, and she possesses Kanan. She needs to be blown. Oh my god, that's a huge theory. Vader is on the Death Star. Yeah, maybe, as he should be. Someone says, "Are you a fan of the looks?" Yeah, I mentioned that earlier in the reaction I did. Yeah, Kallus is missing. Okay, thank you for bringing that up, Will Lindbergh. Kallus is missing. What's going on with Kallus? I don't know where he is now or how he's going to play into it. When we last saw him, it looks like he was defecting to the dark side. I don't know what he's doing now. What's up, Forklifter Matt? Welcome to the stream. Maybe it's Count Dooku's sister as a Force ghost? That's out of nowhere. Like, what? Cognis? Oh, that's a good call. That Force spirit might be Cognis. Dooku never has theory. Yes, someone says that they thought the Ventress voice, the mechanical voice that Ezra heard, could be Ventress. I think it's more likely that it might be an Inquisitor, because from what we know from the previous 2 seasons, that robotic voice comes from the Inquisitor mask. So I don't know if it would be someone else entirely. I mean, I'm just doing it based off clues that we already have established in, you know, the Star Wars mythos that we have now in this Rebels canon. I don't think it's Asajj Ventress. Asajj Ventress is, oh guys, okay, spoiler alert for Dark Disciple, for anyone who has not read it, spoiler alert for like the next 10 seconds. So Asajj Ventress is dead now. I mean, I guess you could say she's a Force spirit within that green spirit goo, but she is dead. Okay, spoiler over. Someone says Palpatine might fight Maul and Ezra. That might be cool. Thrawn might die. Oh, no, Thrawn will not die. Yeah, he shouldn't die. That would make him very incompetent, wouldn't it? I mean, it depends on how he dies, of course, but we would. Plus, they would not want to do that. That they would have I want to say the S word. I'll just say it. A shitstorm on their hands if they killed off Thrawn when they first introduced him. Could you do Darth? Okay, someone's asking for thingy. I think the holocron is Traya since her academy was on Malachor 5. Very good point. That is very true. And Malachor 5 is probably where they're going to return to. Which I wonder if, since they're returning there, we might get some concrete answers about Ahsoka. Dave Filoni, during the panel about the Untold Stories, kind of alluded to her being in the underworld. Like, so is she dead? Is she like an in-between state? And she's in the underworld of the Sith world? Like, that's weird. So weird. But I think that's pretty much it. I thought there might be some other stuff that you guys were talking about, but it's pretty much more repeating about what we already saw in the trailer. I don't want this to go too long, so we're going to cut it right here. Thank you guys for joining the stream. I do have stuff coming out. The Witch Hogwarts House coming out. I am starting my new Versus series very soon. I'm actually starting to edit that one today, actually. And yeah, I think that's it, guys. Thank you. Oh, you skipped over what people thought were Dark Troopers. Oh yeah, sorry, there were some Dark Troopers in the trailer, which would equate to what we saw in Rogue One, because Rogue One has these new Dark Troopers. Sorry for forgetting that. Yeah, maybe this season is closer to the events of Rogue One. I'm sure there's going to have to be some overlap to Rogue One for sure. But yeah, all right, that's it. See you guys. Peace out. Peace, love. May the Force be with you always. Wait, that doesn't really work.
What I've seen in a lot of debates is that people, including myself, either lowball Mace or lowball Sidious to achieve their point.
Throw a grenade at him. Alright, now critical strike. Oh, I killed him. Oh no, I didn't mean to throw two. Oh, that's such a waste. Such a waste.